Hey everyone, welcome back to the Corvids Coffee podcast. I thought I would do a little bit of an Instagram live for today. I'm also recording this audio for the episode as well as a little welcome back from the long hiatus. Don't mind that, that's the sound of my dryer in the background. It's very loud. I'll probably do that again in the next 5 minutes. So I thought today we would wrap a few Christmas gifts. So I finished my Christmas shopping earlier, but I wanted to see about getting it started. So let's do that and talk while I wrap the gifts. So it's been a little bit of a while. It's been about, I think 6 months since the last episode. So I just want to catch you guys up on some things. It's been really busy with work lately. Let's get out of place. It's been really busy with work lately, so I haven't really had a chance to kind of get back on here, post a lot more often than I did before, like I did in the beginning. So it's been very busy with that. I'm hoping it'll slow down enough or that I can kind of organize things in my life and manage just my schedule mainly. It can sometimes vary, so I have to just kind of plan out ahead of time with my schedule. But I'm hoping that I'll have it under control as the new year approaches, so hopefully it'll go from there. There's my dryer again. But I'm hoping that, I can make some changes so I can at least do podcasts. Right now, it will be at least 1 to 2 times a month, just until I can get a more consistent schedule in place. And I'm hoping that the next one, if the episode I record will actually be with my sisters. So hopefully that will actually be able to happen possibly on Thanksgiving. We'll see. But happy almost Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you guys are doing something fun or eating some turkey for this year. So we'll see. The hardest part of today right now, just to get off topic, well, kind of on topic, is wrapping Christmas gifts. Sometimes I really suck at it, but I would say wrapping stuff that's like a weird shape or that's a cylindrical shape, like, certain gifts. I'm packing one now. This one's for my cousin, so I'm wrapping her gift. I'm not really sure how to wrap this nicely. Sometimes it comes out like other craft, and other times, I can easily find a video and end up making it a little bit more neat. The trick I do is I usually cut off a little bit at the end so I can kind of fold it in a little bit. So right now, I have still a lot of gifts left with. I also have a Yankee swap with my family that I'll be doing, which I actually sent out the text yesterday to them. I actually made what my family is joking is a contract for what the rules are for our Yankee swap this year. And it is to make sure that everybody gets a fair gift, because sometimes, you can end up with gifts that aren't exactly the best. It's not exactly like a white elephant where, you get sucky gifts on purpose or something, which I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. But I'm just remembering what I've seen in the regular show episode for the white elephant gifts. So, it can be hard to shop for some people. I usually get stuff like my family really loves cooking and they love wine and like stuff at the bar. I would say is good. Definitely decor. Everyone's really into like home decor. I had a cousin that actually just got a new place, so it would be actually really nice to get home decor because maybe they could use that for their place. And just fun things like that. I would say things for traveling because my family does travel a good amount of the time. My grandmother actually will be traveling to Chile in the upcoming year, like she always said. Because for those of you that don't know, my mom's side is from Chile, which is in South America. It's that long kind of strip on the side of South America. And my grandmother has a place that's down there. She has an apartment. Very nice apartment. It's actually right by the water. It's not ideal as much when there are the earthquakes down there. I'm hoping that this year will be a little better, so hopefully it won't be bad. She didn't really get like a high active area where she was at for that for the earthquake last time, which was good. So I'm hoping that it'll be good, and then she'll come back in time for Mother's Day, and we'll get to spend time together. So it'll be nice. We're all spending Christmas with her this year, so that'll be a fun time, like we usually do. She's a big collector on the those Christmas Village setups. I actually helped her set them up last year. I think she still had them up since then, so she doesn't really have to put them up again. And I just love being able to spend time with them. And she's not even far from me. Most of my family is in Mass, which is good, and we've been able to see each other a lot more lately. I saw actually family for a memorial mass earlier today. I'm not a big religious person, but I also had a lot of time in private school for a good chunk of my life, which it's so, but it was definitely a big part of my upbringing. I don't know if anyone ever took like CCD classes, like when you go to like a parish center or something for classes learning about Jesus and the Bible and stuff like that. That was kind of what I did. Uh, and my mom actually was a CCD teacher for a bit. And I got to be in her class with my sister. So at least it was good. I had like some good friends and stuff around that time, and it was an interesting time. But I feel like I'm getting off topic. I'm kind of ranting. This episode's not going to be too long anyway. I got to cut it short just because it's getting late, and I only have a 3-day week this week for work, which is nice. But it's definitely still got to do some stuff before bed. And I wanted to see about watching Venom 2, because I know a lot of people had seen Venom The Last Dance in theaters, which I'm hoping to still see soon. I am going to go see one movie in theaters on Wednesday with a friend of mine, my friend Lena. So we're going to watch Moana 2, which will be a fun time. But I'm hoping to go back to the movie theaters maybe this upcoming weekend, and I can go see Venom: The Last Dance with my boyfriend, because we've been watching the movies in order. Also, look at that. It actually came out good this time. I wrapped it. It doesn't look like complete crap. So there you go. I would say watch some stuff on Martha Stewart, because she knows how to rap stuff. And fun fact, she did some time in jail. And she's friends with Snoop Dogg, which I think is awesome. So, get back on the topic. Let's see where we are for our time. Alright, we still got some time. And I've also been, I recently, and I do this from time to time, I go down kind of like a rabbit hole of information, especially when it comes to movies. I don't know how I came across this. I think I was watching YouTube the other day. Also, don't mind the light from behind me. It's a screen. I'm watching Charlotte Jobury while I film this. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. But when I was watching YouTube yesterday, I was watching some videos, and I came across this movie from like the 80s, like 1983, with a lot of big names in it. I think like ZZ Top was in it and stuff. Like it was it's like a rock and roll movie, but it's like anthropomorphic animals, and it's called Rock and Rule. I've been trying to find a DVD copy of it because I kind of became obsessed with it after I watched some of the scenes from it, and I really wanted to find out like where can I get this movie, because I usually latch on to things like that, and I have a DVD collection for that reason. My obsession just keeps growing. So I've been trying to see about, just like collecting that, but it's been really hard to find a copy. It's like one of those movies where, unfortunately, it's kind of like there's not many copies of it, or it's kind of hard to get your hands on. I had this same issue when I was trying to find this movie that I became obsessed with, which had actually a really extensive film history to it, which happened, I think they started like before Aladdin, because it's kind of like they sort of ripped off Aladdin afterwards, but it was sort of in the process before then. It's called the Thief and the Cobbler, and they had some different variations of it. Matthew Broderick was in it for one of the variations, but it's definitely an interesting movie. I wanted it just because it's cool animation. It's not the best in plot, but it's still worth checking out. Um, but yeah, I had to wait like 2 months to get it from eBay. Uh, I love going for that stuff. I got a Shaun of the Dead Cricket Bat, because that's one of my favorite zombie movies. I got that through eBay as well. And I always love to joke with my boyfriend that that is our home defense weapon. If anyone ever tries to break in the house. And it's actually really cool. It has Shaun of the Dead written on the side of it. I'll have to actually post a picture of it on the Instagram at some point so you guys can see it. But I would love to know if we can comments, or some suggestions. I'll probably do a poll after this of what your favorite, niche movies are, or like random movies that I don't think a lot of people know about. Because I always love hearing different recommendations. I always get some really good recommendations from my coworkers and my friends for like movies and games, and I still my watch list for movies and TV shows is growing extensively along, even as we're speaking. I'll probably have more even after this 3-day work week. So we'll see. Um, so we're getting there. But I'm hoping that, I keep growing that movie collection. I'm gonna keep growing it, and I'm hoping that this probably never happened, but one day I'll reach the Guinness World Record for largest movie collection, because right now it's, I think, the most well-known person that has a really extensive movie collection is Martin Scorsese, but there's actually a guy, I believe, he might be, he's somewhere overseas, and he has an extensive collection. And I think it's like all individual movies. There might be some repeat ones, might be Criterion Collection ones, but I'll have to look it up more later. But it's a very big number to follow, and I think I'm only at like, I have to say, man, I think like at least in the 300s. We're in the 300s range for movies, not including TV shows. Like I have Brooklyn Nine-Nine complete series on DVD. I have the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on DVD. I have the 2003 series of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, like Secret of the Ooze from the 90s. I even have the Bob Ross show, like the whole complete series of My Boyfriend Gabriel, which I still gotta actually crack into. I think I also have the Galactica TV show on DVD set from an old coworker and friend of mine from like my restaurant job way back. So I still have like plenty of stuff to go through. Like if we were having an apocalypse and I was holed up somewhere in a bunker, I would have endless content to just consume. It would be amazing, because there's so many times where I'm like, I wish I could like have all this time to kind of put aside for movies, because I would be watching so many of my favorites. I rewatch a lot. I rewatch a lot of like movies like While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman. I watched The Mask recently, which I'm thinking about rewatching again. The Mask is hilarious. Actually, the comic for it's very dark. I'll have to talk about that sometime. But there's a lot of different movies. I've been wanting to watch Starman again, because I've watched this endless amounts of times, and I have that on Prime and I have that on DVD, and it's one of my favorite movies. If you haven't checked it out, it's like a good alien movie with Jeff Bridges and what's her name? I'll have to look it up after, but there's a lot of good ones. So, check it out. Let's see where we are for our timing. Let's see. Yeah, we still got a few minutes. But hope everyone's doing well with their Christmas shopping. I hope your mental health is doing well. I hope you're excited for the holidays. That includes Thanksgiving. I'm not forgetting Thanksgiving. But I'm hoping you're all, enjoying that time, taking some time to relax. I know I've been having to kind of update with, I've had to take some breaks for things, like just to have time for myself, kind of slow down, because life kind of felt like it's very go, go, go at the moment. Remember to take some time to, do something you like a hobby. I've been meaning to get back into playing BG3 on Steam. I started playing this game recently with my boyfriend called Zomboid, which is a really good indie game. And I really love some apocalypse stuff. So, camera. Yeah, so I've been trying to make more time for that. I'm hoping I'll have more time to put aside this year, but, we'll see how it goes. It's just kind of a matter of figuring things out. It's definitely a very busy time for work, and it's a very busy time of the year. I'm hoping that, as time goes on, January will try to make it a little bit slower. So, we'll see what happens. But I would love to hear your movie suggestions, TV show suggestions, what you're catching up on in the comments. Please let me know, because I love getting recommendations, even if I can't catch up on it. Like, I watch stuff way after it comes out. I watched Squid Games probably, I think it was exactly 4 years after it came out. No, sorry, it was actually 3 years after, because it was 3 years after the pandemic. That's what I remembered. And, it's definitely like, very late to the game, but I'll watch it anyway. The only things I think I seem to get on time for shows is Bridgerton, and then for movies, It has to be like something I really been meaning to watch. Like I went to see Cocaine Bear 3 times in theaters with different people because I want like an excuse to go see it again. Um, and it was just like I loved it. Even if it's not like the greatest movie, I really enjoyed it, and I love rewatching stuff like that. It's like I sometimes I just don't get bored of it. There's some movies though where I can only watch it like once in a while, and it just depends on the movie, both either emotionally or the genre. If it's a specific horror movie, I can only watch it every so often. I could watch the Scream movies though, like way more times if I wanted to. So, yeah, there's. I'm gonna wrap it up in a second. I'm just finishing wrapping up. Joke. I'm gonna finish wrapping up this gift right here. Exactly, had 2 gifts since this live started, so I got somewhere with it. And even though it doesn't look like anyone's on the live right now, it's still fun to do, even if I'm literally just talking to myself. But it's been a fun time, and I got to do something productive, and I got to also do my podcast. So this ended up being a good time. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family, your friends, if you're doing Friendsgiving. Let me know what your favorite dish is that you like to have at Thanksgiving or around the holidays. And if there's any recommendations for recipes, I will also take those very gladly. And if you're catching up on all that holiday shopping and taking advantage of all those, early Black Friday deals. So, if you are going to the store, please stay safe because even though in-person shopping isn't as big anymore, it's still pretty dangerous for certain stuffs. Everyone will always, rush to get the next thing. So, be careful in stores. There you go, look. Got 2 gifts packed. I think I left something in this, but that's fine. I think it's part of it. It was just in the bubble wrap, so. Well, I will sign off, but I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. I hope you are all staying safe. I hope you're all doing something for your mental health, whether that is spending time with friends, watching a really good movie, like I always do, listening to some of your favorite music, especially if it's holiday music. I've been listening to a lot of that. I have my playlist up, and I've been adding to it since I've been started, which is about a week ago. So, I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your night. And, stay tuned for more. I will definitely record a longer episode next time. And if you do think I should do more of these lives, please vote. And let me know in the comments. I would really love to know. But, hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye.